Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, HarpsBeReading, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the HoodooTarot Deck by Tiana McKellar. Hope I'm not pronouncing her name wrong. But first I want to start by saying two things. One, I did record this video with audio and now I have to do a voiceover. I'm not sure what happened to my audio, but bear with me because I have absolutely no idea what I was saying. And yeah, I'm going to do the best as I can to get this review out. Retrograde shadow is fucking with me. Sorry for the profanity. Also, two, I was doing something before this video that caused my nails to be dirty. I took a shower right after. Please forgive me for that because I know my nails look gross. But I was trying to make it happen because I haven't done a video in like a week. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into this. So, I saw this deck on Amazon randomly one night while searching for tarot cards. Typically, buying a tarot card deck will let you know what kind of mood I was in because I really don't buy them when I'm happy. I'm always going through a mood. I guess as a Cancer, I'm going through mood swings, so I'm always searching for answers and resolve. So going online and buying a tarot deck kind of, you know, is my sense of therapy. So I saw this on Amazon and it was for pre-order. So I put in my wish list and then I came back to it when I was in another mood and I was like, I gotta have it. So I bought it April 25th. My order got canceled on May, like a whole month later. And so I bought it on Barnes & Noble and I got it in 1 to 2 days. For cheaper, actually. It was $45 with shipping and taxes. But yeah, I was just drawn to the box. I love like the shock look of the girl getting her bones read, and I was just like, oh my god, I love learning more and more about voodoo and voodoo, hoodoo, vidal, santeria, Yoruba, or whatever you call it, wherever you're from. I love learning about it. I love learning just the backstory, the history, my history, because I don't like my family were slaves, so I don't have like any idea of culture. But yeah, so I was like, I gotta have it. I don't remember seeing the imagery of the cards when I was originally looking at the deck. I was just drawn to the cover. But as I'm about to start showing you now, the cards are kind of freaky. Like, and maybe it's just like growing up, we have like biases. Hollywood gives us certain biases. And like when I started pulling these cards out to see like what the cards look like, I was just like, oh my god. Like, as you can see, like the ancestors card, it's an eye missing, it's a doll, half skull. Like when like 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, room barely lit, and then you start seeing these cards, you're gonna like be a little freak out. Even with like cards that are not so much, it's not that they are um it's not that they are scary, it's just like eerie. Like you can sense kind of like energy come off of them in a way. Some people have eye pupils. Some people eyes are blacked out. Some people's eyes are whited out. Um, it's just a lot going on. So 2 o'clock in the morning, my first impression, I was terrified based off just biases put onto me. Even though I love it, love the religion, Love the culture. Love learning about it. 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, you seeing these images, you're like, what did I buy? And you don't want to like accidentally conjure up nothing. Because Lord knows I ain't about that life. I ain't about that action, boss. So like it's crazy. Like if you look at this 10 of Knives picture, you'll see a man crawling out of a church with 10 knives in his back. If that doesn't give you, you know, goosebumps, chills, like I don't know, like you are, you know, freaking, you got balls of steel, okay? I wasn't expecting. But you'll see like images like the Daughter of Coins, like it's just like a familial type of vibe. Mother of Baskets, she freaked me out. Anyway, she's so beautiful, but she still freaked me out because it's like a ghost at the end of the hallway saying, "Come with me." No, ma'am, I'm not coming with you. Okay, I'm not doing that. She's beautiful, but she still creeps me out because she just got her hand out. Where are we going, ma'am? I don't know. I don't know. These are my thoughts at 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning. But as I've gotten, you know, used to the cards, well, yeah, as I gotten used to the cards, I feel like, you know, they're amazing. Like I connect with them on another level and they have become my favorites. Especially like when I'm using, when I'm doing client readings, um, they've become part of the cards that I use for those readings. Um, I did like, I feel like I did like maybe like 3 or 4 readings just to catch the vibe of the cards. Look at this one. This one's crazy. This is a man, 3 knives in his chest and a dog pissing on the grave. If that don't give you a strong vibe, like wow. But anyway, I was reading a book because a book, you know, gives you background and all that. And you know, all tarot decks, you know, give you like spreads and how to read, instructions and stuff like that. And I did like one, well, I keep saying one, for like 4 to 5 readings, just practicing how they say they choose, how they say the card should be read. Um and then like how I typically read cards, which is like I don't do spreads. I do like 7 cards. And like if I'm using just one deck, I use 7 cards and I just read them because 7 is 7 days God made the earth, so 7 days is how many cards I read because 7 days is wholeness to me. And then if I have, you know, clarify, if I need to clarify, then I'll pull more to clarify specific cards. But I did like 1 to, oh my god, if I say one more time, 3 to 5 readings, practice readings. And then like I said, I was just freaked out. It was like late at night and like my imagination was like running wild. Actually, the Crossroads card will come up pretty soon. I'm not sure if it already did because I'm looking at the floor. But yeah, like I learned from Supernatural about the Crossroads. I think it's coming up now. And when I was pulling out the cards to, you know, look at the imagery and see, you know, all the pictures and stuff like that, I saw the Crossroads and I was like, Papa Legba. And then I don't know, like I could not stop thinking about it, or it could not stop coming up in my head, Papa Legba, Papa Legba, Papa Legba. So I put these motherfucking cards up and then I was trying to go to sleep, but then I kept hearing it. So I ended up sleeping with the TV on because that's how spooked I was. Because like when it comes to this type of stuff, you don't know what spirit is talking to you. So if you're not well versed in a practice, don't practice it. Like learn and do all that. Cause I was not going to no crossroad to speak to no Papa Legba, cause I don't know who was gonna meet me there. Who was gonna meet me at the crossroads? Nobody, cause I wasn't showing the fuck up. So I was like, I respect you peacefully, my guy. Whoever's trying to talk to me, but I'm not pulling up. I'm not sacrificing no chickens. And I'm not giving this energy respectfully. I respect you, but I'm not showing up at the crossroads. So you can just bang on up out my head because I'm not going, okay? I'm not going. So I ended up having to sleep with the TV on. That was cool or whatever. But then I picked him back up. I put him down and I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm messing with you like that because you kind of freaked me out. But then I picked him up again the following night and I was just playing with them. I did something that I didn't do the first time. I shuffled the cards really well. I shuffled the cards really well initially, but with intention to clear the deck of energy that's not my own. And after that, like, me and the cards were really, 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 really connected, and I love, love, love using them. I love the imagery. It's beautiful, spooky, and it gives me a lot of vibes. I love it. I used to love like minimalism, like just like cute pictures, and then I read the meaning of the cards. But as I'm getting more like intuitive, I want to start leaning more so on the imagery of the cards than the meanings. Although I am very forgetful, so I forget all these meanings sometimes unless it's like a card that I constantly get. And I just end up knowing keywords or just like um just like an overview. But I always end up going to read the meanings. Um but I'm trying to like stop that and just like be more intuitive about what I'm seeing. So like these cards have like a lot of things in the foreground, background, middle ground, all around. Like you can pick up like different things. Like it's so much packed into a picture that that you can just pull from and take from. And also I do like when I do client readings, especially like if you buy like a 5 card reading or like a 10 to 10, 20, 30 minute reading, I use different decks. So lately I've been using the HoodooTarot Deck. I use the Romance Oracle Deck. I use a deck that I created on my own. I use the Modern Witch Tarot Deck, and I use the Tattoo Tarot Deck, and I use the Voodoo Tarot Deck, and then I use the Afro Goddess Deck and the Rebel Deck, and I think the Lover's Oracle Deck. The Tarot decks I switch out from time to time, but for the most part, I use like multiple. Oh, and I use a Bruca deck that I got. But I'll take like 2 cards from one deck, 3 cards from another one, then 1 card, 1 card, 1 card. That way I get a full scope and a rounded view of what I'm seeing and confirmation of what I'm reading from the other cards. So I hope this is like in order because my thoughts be all over the place and really jumbled. But so I really love reading the book meanings because I feel like each person that creates a tarot deck, they have a purpose for why they created the deck. So with that purpose, they have different meanings that they attach to the cards. So I can look up, I can look in this Hoodoo Tarot Deck book and get a meaning for the corresponding card, and I can look at the Modern Witch Tarot Deck and it'll be slightly different, or etc., etc. So I love reading the meanings because I want to give it the authenticity that the creator um, wanted. Which brings me to this book that comes with this deck, which will probably pop up on the screen a little later. But I love a good book that goes with a deck because like I said, I want it to be authentic to the creator's point of view. And while I do attach um intuitively attach meanings to certain cards just by like the look and all that, I want to know what they meant by it, so I can put two and two together. So overall, I like the book. It's not perfect, and I'll explain why it's not perfect in just a second. But I do love, like I said, I love getting decks about this culture, this religion, because they typically add more information into the book about the religion slash culture. So I learned a lot about voodoo in the American South, and a lot of the imagery from these cards are based on people around the American South, and I believe it's like some people in the North too, if I'm not mistaken, but like Midwest, all that. So like you'll see like imagery of, like you saw imagery of like a Native Americans, you saw imagery of famous African American magicians that also took part in the practice of voodoo. Um, and then like each card, like you're getting like more and more history just um, based off of popular Black Americans, um, like Gullah Jack that just popped up, um, Father Sims, who I learned that I have a book. What is it called? It's by Zora Neale Hurston. Tell the Horses. Zora Neale Hurston. It's called Tell My Horse, and I read a little bit of the book. I haven't finished it yet, but Father Sims took her under his wing and taught her about the practice of voodoo. So like you learn, like with each image, you learn more about the practice, more about, you know, your history, because I didn't know any of this. So outside of just the deck or whatever, it's just a really good learning tool just to know like your history and where you come from, the type of people that you come from, and the type of strength these people had. Could you imagine if we all were just like proficient in the areas of our ancestors? Like, and then a lot of people don't know that, like, I feel like we would be so powerful. But anyway, as you see through the video, I showed you, you know, little clips of, a video of the where he shows like the background and then how to use cards, sample spreads, and you see like how thick that part of the book is. So I really appreciate learning that about that. So what I like about the book also is that, like, if you see, it'll show you the corresponding card um, for the original Rider Waite deck, or tarot deck, and then it'll give you a Bible verse. So this is the Free Man, the Fool, and then it gives you the Bible verse, John. I don't know. You can see it, but it also gives you a plant, and then it gives you a background of the image. So it gives you a lesson on the person in the card, and then it gives you a meaning, a more finer tuned meaning they relates back to the card and the imagery, and then at the end it gives you questions to ask yourself, so like you can really start thinking about what the card is trying to tell you. I really appreciate the Bible verse though. I didn't think I would appreciate it as much as I do, but I love it because when I look up the Bible verse, it hits me different. And a lot of people don't know, like, voodoo is really just nowadays it's just really intermingled with Catholicism and Christianity. So for me, like, it brings me extra comfort because it's like something I know, and then something new that I want to know are connecting. So it's like nothing to be scared of because they believe what I believe in too. So I really love just like the thoroughness of it all. And like I was saying, I love, the stories that it tells you. But the Bible verse, like, I've been doing tarot readings, and as I'm reading the cards, like it really makes a difference. It really impacts you. Now, when it comes to the minor arcana cards, it's a little bit different. So you'll see the Mother of Six and the Father of Six. It still gives you like the plant, but it doesn't give you the Bible verse. And then it still gives you like a breakdown of the imagery on the cards. But the meaning is more keywords now, which I don't like and I don't appreciate it. Mainly because like you kind of spoiled me with the major arcana, the questions that it asks, to help you just think a little bit more deeper. And then it's also missing the Bible verses, which I feel like gave me a lot when it came to understanding. I feel like also like it's missing the corresponding card aspect of it because of course we know who the mother and the father is, but then you have the daughter and then you have the son. So I'm not sure like if the author is a feminist and the daughter could be the knight, or if the daughter is the page. You know what I mean? It's not specified. Maybe I skipped it in the book. I'm not sure, but it's not specified in these pages when I'm looking up the meaning. So I don't know which is which. So I feel like that should have been implemented. The Bible verses should have still been implemented, and then a more thorough aspects of the meaning, because I don't like keywords. Cause like I don't want to be spoon fed, but I also want my plate to be fixed, if that makes sense. I want to be able to like grasp what you're trying to tell me, and I do not like it when books give me keywords. I love it. I love having the actual meaning to the cards. Like, tell me what you really wanted me to get out of this. Now, the court cards of the minor arcana, their meaning is a little teeny weeny bit detailed, but once we go over to just the ace to 10 part of the minor arcana, like, we really lose out on the meaning. Like, it's really just keywords. Still have the plant, you still have the detail of the image, like the breakdown of the image, but you miss out on the meaning. Like, there's no sentences, it's just keywords. And another thing that I don't like about the keywords is that in the beginning of the book it tells you how to use the cards. It says that you don't necessarily have to do reversals. I don't do reversals, so I only read the cards upright. But at the same time, it doesn't really clarify if the positive and the negative, like, is the negative the reversal, is that what that's for, or is it based off of whatever you feel when you see the card? I don't quite know still. And again, maybe that's a part that I missed in the beginning of the book, but I would really appreciate it if it was like really consistent and a little bit just plain, like laid out plain. Because when I read cards, I feel like when I read myself, it's like playing solitary, and in some fashion I might cheat myself. So I don't want any room to read the cards that's not how they're supposed to be read. So if that was clarified, I would have really just like enjoyed it. And then if it gave like the questions at least, or just like a little bit more of the meaning at least, even like the detail of the images, like the breakdown of the images, like even that kind of like dwindles as you get deeper and deeper into the minor arcana. But yeah, so I really love the cards. I love the imagery of the cards, even though it freaks me out a little bit. Like this Five of Knives, it's kind of freaky. Like it's kind of crazy. I love it. But I love it because like it gives me so much. Like the Aunt Caroline card, like she has like so much detail in her dress and her background, and it's just like, okay, I can pull, like my eyes can and my intuition can pull different things from just looking at the card. So I really like it. But the book, like, so I give the cards and the imagery and the artwork, I give that like a 10 out of 10 because I love it. But I give the book about a 7 out of 10. And mainly because I'm nitpicking, but I just really feel like there could be just a little bit more to it. Like I said. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you have any questions about the cards, let me know. Like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for tuning in to this chaotic little reading. And here I'm just showing you more detail, I guess, of the book. So yeah, let me know if there's any other cards that you want me to review. I buy them all the time because as a Cancer, I'm always in a different mood. So let me know. I think I'm gonna do the Rebel card. I think I'm gonna review the Rebel cards because I also bought those when I bought these. But anyway, yeah, I'm rambling again. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the cards. Let me know if you have them. Let me know what you gained from them. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night or day, whatever it is where you're at.